Hey Capricorn, how you guys doing out there? Gonna be doing your general reading for the first couple weeks of June. We're gonna get right on it. I don't know if you're dealing with a fire sign or if you're dealing with somebody here that's just kind of playing around here with you, but I feel like this energy is could be trying to work on you by what they say. It's what I'm getting, and it's probably why it's what's confusing me when I get your message. I feel like you could be dealing with someone here that's a smoker. They may not be very supportive, but I feel like these two energies both got issues. I mean, they could both be smokers or whatever. I feel like you got one here that could be trying to give up an addiction. The other one may not be. And someone here is not being very, very supportive, possibly, of one of these energies that are. I'm also getting someone here wants to make some sort of offer, but they could be feeling wounded here. Could be dealing with a fire sign here when it comes to communication. So someone here is being sneaky. We've also got someone here that's feeling lonely within a commitment here. It's causing someone to feel conflicted, because they're feeling lonely. They're feeling left out of everything here. And I'm also getting that someone here is going to hold back on making an offer here. We could have a security guard that's going to hold back on making an offer from someone from their past because they can see that this energy is on edge. It doesn't take much to set this energy off. So somebody here is just going to hold back for right now. So your oracle card that you got is choose wisely. Number 7. Someone, whatever kind of decision that you have to make, you really want to think about it before you do it. Make wise decisions here. Because I feel like whatever you make for a decision, Capricorn, it's could possibly not just impact yourself, but others here. So this card comes forth when you have a vision or goal that you want to achieve, but too many choices, scattered energies, and unrealistic expectations prevent you from attaining what you desire. So what I'm getting from this is, like I said, somebody here has made a decision to, get healthy, and you might be dealing with others that are in the same boat you are. And, sometimes, the support's there with that, and sometimes it's not, So it says attaining what you desire. Opportunities are bountiful. Probably not saying that, but there's not saying that right, but there's a decision to be made at this time. This card reminds you that the options now around you may appear to have all the influence and power, but in reality, you are in control and responsible for all the choices you make. Right. So that's what I'm kind of getting here when I was meditating, that someone here is trying to make their, healthy choices in their life, but you may have, friends that are in the same boat as you are that are not, real supportive, and they might be coming up, with excuses. So if somebody here is not right-minded about what they're doing, like say if you decide to give up smoking, it's any addiction's hard, any addiction that's hard to give up. It might not, if you're not, mindset is not ready for it, doesn't take much to sway you, right, to put you in a different direction. And this is what I'm kind of getting with this message. It says you're responsible, for the choices you make. It says take time to think, analyze, and carefully look at the different possibilities that are in front of you. Don't be hasty just because you feel pressured, and don't be influenced by people who have no idea. Expertise or education in the area of your choices. A focused, wise decision far outweighs one made emotionally or in desperation. Right. So, if somebody here is, like deciding to, wear patches to, quit smoking, or they're, they're going to a clinic if they're on drugs and they're just getting a little bit to kind of get weaned off in it. You may have somebody that's giving you info that's not politically correct because of maybe they're not ready or they're not in that frame of mind. So this is why Spirit's telling you to choose wisely. Your oracle card you have is the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. And you've also got address your addiction. So this is kind of all the messages I've been getting is about this. Address your addictions. It could be food, drugs. It could be anything. It could be, sniffing the Downy, fabric softener bottle 20 times a day. You know what I mean? Someone here is trying to address that. So it is time to acknowledge the addictive patterns and behaviors that are stealing your light. Is it alcohol, drugs, food, shopping, overspending, overworking, gambling, worrying, gossiping? What about an addiction to negative emotions such as misery, disappointment, fear, and being a victim? That's all, an addiction. Your divine energy is calling you to address your addictions so you can live as free and unlimited spiritual being once again. We are all prey to addictive negative behaviors, but the price we pay to leave them unchecked is the loss of peace in our spirit and loss of authentic connection with others. It is time to recognize these costly indulgences and have the courage and discipline to become free of them once and for all. Pray for help from your higher self to, help you work through it. And so we're going to get you some cards out and see what's cracking with you, Capricorn. So I have to pause for anything. I'm waiting for a doctor's call. I haven't been feeling that great myself. So. All right, what's coming in for Capricorn? Or I dump all the cards on the floor. What's coming in for Capricorn? There we go. Yep, you got 7 of Cups coming in. So, illusion, confusion, whatever you're under, whatever you're on, or whatever you're coming off from, could be causing this. Or someone here could just feel confused in general here, about, was this a good time to do this? Should I waited? What should I have done? So we got confusion coming in with those seven of Cups coming in. I feel like you're looking at progress with us, with the Queen of Pentacles coming in and the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you put your intentions out there. This is what I want to do. This is when I want to do it. And this is how I'm going to do it, right? You put the intention out there, but now you could be feeling a little confused here about, well, maybe it wasn't a good time to do this. Maybe I should have waited. So someone here might be looking at other options to this as well here. Maybe I should have done it this way or whatever here. So someone here could be feeling confused right now, someone's juggling. Should I or shouldn't I? Should I have done this now or should I do it later? Should I do it in the fall? You know what I mean? Someone here is juggling. Should I or shouldn't I here? And I feel like you're also... This could be holding back from people as well here, because you either know, someone's not being supportive of you, or that you got to protect yourself here. There's got to be a way to, protect yourself here too with juggling this idea. And I feel like someone here doesn't take much to put yourself back in that frame of mind. Oh, well, it won't hurt me if I do it for another 3 weeks or, whatever. So someone here is kind of touch and go here, So what is the challenge? What is the challenge? You get a twin flame coming in. You got someone here that's from your past, Capricorn. That's still healing too. Someone here is healing. They're trying to heal. They've got their own issues to work through here. So this is going to be the challenge. So I feel like someone here could be going to someone here that could have the same problem, or has more than one issue here or something. This energy is still healing from a situation themselves. They're saying this energy is from your past. I feel like you could have had some sort of a tower here because of a decision that you made about someone from your past here that was still resting and recovering from a situation themselves. Yeah. So what is the root of this? What is the root of this 7 of Cups? What is the root of this? What is the root of this 7 of Cups? There we go. Yeah, we get the High Priestess coming in. Cancer, Pisces, things that you don't see. Something you don't see coming here. And this could be what's causing the confusion and illusion here too. Someone here could have more than one issue going on. It might not be just about this addiction and withdrawals and all that. There could be more to it, and you're not seeing it here with the moon coming in. There's something coming in that you don't see coming. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to temper your emotions here, Cap. I feel like you may want to make an offer here, but there's challenges here. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Libra coming in. Something's coming you're not going to be seeing coming in. I feel like it's going to cause more confusion here. Yeah, I feel like you want to make some sort of offer here. You're looking at progress here, trying to make a judgment call here about having some sort of new beginning here. Could be with someone else here as well, another fire sign here. But I feel like right now there's a lot of confusion going on. I feel like you feel like you can only handle what you can handle right at this moment, So you could be feeling confused, or someone else that you're dealing with here that could be feeling confused. Someone here that's quite intuitive, also known as a secret keeper here. What is crown in this reading? It's crown in this reading is you get someone coming in, single as a Pringle, ready to mingle here. Independently owned and operated. Someone's going to come in and make an offer, I feel like. They're going to take swift action. This could be your counterpart coming in. Yeah, I feel like someone here that's facing their shadow side here is trying to balance some scales out, but there could be some fighting here. And you got a Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups coming in. So somebody here could be taking action here to come in and make an offer to you. Could be dealing with an air sign. You don't have to be. Yeah, saying that someone here has wish fulfillment when it comes to love. They want a new beginning. Wish fulfillment here, possibly with a young fire sign here. But I feel like someone here that wants to come in and make an offer to this energy is feeling quite burdened, Hold on a minute, guys. Alright, back, guys. Alright, so let's get on in here. Yeah, so somebody here wants to come in, that's single as a Pringle, independently owned and operated. I feel like this energy could have been, possibly single for quite some time. They take care of themselves. They know they can stand on their own 2 feet here. So if someone's coming in, they want to make some sort of offer. You got a page at Knight of Cups coming in, so a water sign or someone here that's coming in and trying to make some sort of offer here. What was in the past for Capricorn? In the past for Capricorn. Yeah, in the past here, somebody here was feeling alone, left out in the cold here. Could have been dealing with 3 people here, and someone here had a lot of indecision in the past here. So I feel like you could have been with 3 people here. You could have been in a commitment with 3 people, but you still felt like you were alone here. Most of the time, the decisions that you had to make on your own with little to no help, You could have been dealing with a fire sign here. Your energy's coming in when it comes to commitment. So you could have, tried to have some sort of commitment here with a young fire sign. There could have been 3 people here that were in the mix, though. And like I said, somebody here just had a lot of indecision here in the past. They had, could have had other options here as well in the past, but it created a lot of indecision in the past here as well. I feel like there was a missed opportunity here about coming into union in the past. Yeah, so what is in the near future for Capricorn? Hoping once we clarify Capricorn, it will put a little light on the situation here. Yeah, in the near future, you got communication coming in via text message, email, or phone call coming in here. Someone here is going to be focusing on the negative, and it's because they're not healed from a situation here. Yeah. I feel like you could be dealing with Someone here that's feeling burdened here could be with a fire sign, because they're kind of like in and out energy here. There's some sort of heartbreak here. This energy is trying to manifest coming in. And I feel like you're getting ready to make an offer here, possibly to a young air sign, but there's some sort of betrayal here. And it's because someone here hasn't healed from a situation here. So I feel like you're going to get some sort of communication here that's not going to be a positive conversation. Because someone here is, focused on the negative. They're not healed. And this could be because of some sort of betrayal here with the Ten of Swords coming in. So this communication that you're getting in the near future is not going to be a happy communication. I feel like someone here is trying to move on to calmer waters here. Right? Someone here wants more equal give and take. And I feel like someone here is trying to put their best foot forward here when it comes to their own happiness, is what I feel like here. But there's going to be some sort of a missed opportunity here. I feel like you're going to have some sort of a cycle that ends here with you and someone from your past here. I feel like this energy from your past is going to walk away here, is what I feel like. I feel like there's going to be some sort of communication here, and it may set you off, it may set them off, you know what I mean? Something's going to happen here, and it's not going to be, I feel like you've had somebody here, a part of your life here. You could have worked with them, you could have partied with them, you know what I mean? But there's going to be some sort of communication here, where it's not going to be great, So, how does this energy see this situation? Yeah, they're seeing that someone here is feeling wounded and guarded here when it comes to commitment. So, yeah, someone here that wants communication here. Like what I'm getting with this is if somebody here actually, I feel like this has to do with some sort of an addiction here. I feel like you got more than one friend that has the same addiction that you have, Capricorn. And I feel like, somebody here is gonna really put their best foot forward here to try to get through this, I feel like. And I feel like it's kind of like, when you have friends and they all buy you around, you know what I mean? And it's just like, when you decide to give it up, you have to give other things up too, because you want to give up that habit. And especially if it's fresh, if it's been a few years and you've given it up, you might be able to be around other people that drink. It may not bother you, you know what I mean? But someone here may need to give up a friendship here because of trying to get through an addiction here that they're not going to be able to get through if they keep getting introduced to it, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm kind of getting with this. Because I feel like you could be dealing with a young fire sign here. They're saying something's coming in divine timing here. And there could be a party here with this 9 of Cups. And there's a young fire sign. Your energy is coming in and saying that you want to make a small offer here. You want to be a part of this person's life here. But I feel like someone here is feeling wounded about this. Because there's going to be partying going on. Drinking, alcohol, whatever's drugs. You know what I mean? Someone here is feeling wounded about this. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm strong enough. I don't know if this is a good idea. Someone's going to have to make a judgment call here of what to do. Someone here might be setting someone up to meet someone. I'm getting as well here. And, you may have only quit drinking 3 weeks ago. It's still fresh. You're not ready yet to be around people like that. Not only that, is you get all the other withdrawal symptoms, right? So how does friends and family see this? They see it as an accident waiting to happen here with the 3 of Swords. They see that, someone here is not going to be happy in this situation. Yeah, they would possibly love to meet somebody new here, but someone here is not mentally, physically ready for this yet, Yeah. Yeah, someone here is wanting to come in and make an offer here, but someone's feeling burdened, And they know this energy, you know, they know this energy like the back of their hand, I feel like here. But someone here is trying to temper their emotions here with the Ten of Wands, a Knight of Wands, and Temperance coming in. Trying to temper their emotions with this, you know, this communication that's coming in. You know, someone's trying to manifest moving on from this. I don't think this is, you know, good for me right now. I'm not ready. You know, it hasn't been long enough. Yeah. Somebody here is wanting more give and take here, and I just feel like someone is not ready yet. They're not ready for this yet. What is hopes and fears with this? Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. We've all lost friends. I know I have. You know what I mean? Different. Back in my day when I was a spring chicken, used to go out partying and stuff. And when you give that up, you lose those friends because that's what they do. They like to party, right? So, yeah. Hopes and fears here is that somebody here is going to be, you know, possibly juggling an idea here about, you know, family dynamic here, or juggling two here when it comes to family. This is in the hopes and fears here. Someone here is feeling mentally trapped even when it comes to family. You know, because I feel like somebody here could get together quite often here with family here, and they could have family that's very musical. You know, they might all get together and sing, or get, you know, people together, family reunions and stuff like this. You know, I feel like someone here is feeling trapped even when it comes to that. So what is the outcome of this for Capricorn? What is the outcome? You know, I could see where the isolation comes in. You know what I mean? It's especially if you're trying to give up something, and you know, several people do it, right? It's going to put you in isolation here. You know, someone's holding back from here. You know, someone's going to hold back from coming into union. I feel like someone's going to come in and make an offer. You know, they're working on coming in slowly here to make an offer. But I feel like someone here is feeling burdened here about coming into union, and they're going to hold back here. They're trying to have strength to manifest, and I feel like this may create a fight. You know, with the Four of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Sun coming in, Leo, also known as the Yes card. Someone here is trying to hold back. This is going to be the outcome. Hold back from a situation here. And I just feel like it's because you got a jamboree going on with several people here, and someone's not ready yet, you know. Someone's going to come in and make that offer to come into union, and someone's trying to have the strength to manifest here to hold back from doing this, and I feel like it's going to create fighting here, Capricorn. You know, they're saying this is coming in divine timing here. You know, someone here that, you know, is going to have wish fulfillment to get together. Let's have a barbecue. I've got, you know, wine coolers in the cooler, Jim Beam, you know, whatever. We're going to party, expect to spend the night, you know what I mean? And someone here is all like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? You're going to have to make some sort of a judgment call here, you know, about what to do with this situation. Because I feel like that you got summer fun coming in. You're not going to see it. This is going to create possibly a fight here with the Five of Swords coming in. So we'll see what else we can get for you here, Capricorn. And, you know, this is why I feel like Spirit is saying choose wisely. If somebody here, you know, could have just given one up. They could be 2 weeks into it, you know what I mean, and doing pretty well. And then all of a sudden, everybody's coming at you, you know. You may not be able to handle that temptation, you know. Clarify this Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Yeah, you got the Fool coming in. It's got 7 cups at the bottom here. Somebody wants to take that leap of faith here, but they still could be feeling confused, or they could be having options. You know, they could have options. So someone wants to take that leap of faith here despite all the confusion with the 7 of Cups coming in here. Yeah, you got a Princess of Pentacles, Twin Flame, and that's coming in quickly here. It's going to cause some confusion. And I feel like somebody here that's just going to go for it here. So your energy's coming in with this Twin Flame that's coming in. And it's going to cause some confusion here, Capricorn, but I feel like you're just going to wing it here, you know. Yeah, there was some sort of cycle that ended. Endings bring new beginnings. Now, someone here wants to come into union. And they're trying to temper their emotions about this because, you know, they know that there could be, you know, someone here could be very committed to family here as well. Or this energy could feel like home, you know, that's coming in. But you got the World, you got the Three of Cups, Temperance, the Hierophant coming in, and the Ten of Pentacles. So somebody here could be very committed to their family as well here, you know. Clarify the Two of Cups as a challenge. Two of Cups. Yeah, someone's got some sneaky shenanigans going on. So I'm in here twin flame to you. This is going to be the challengers coming in being sneaky here. And it's because someone here isn't healed yet. They're not healed from the situation. But the Four of Swords coming at the bottom. So someone here is not healed from an illness or a sickness or, you know, like I said, even giving up an addiction here, you know. And I feel like somebody here could be looking at an Empress here. And it could have been a Tower with this energy here because they could have, you know, they could have said, you know, hey, I quit. I'm all done with this. I'm all done with that. And somebody here may find out something differently. It creates a Tower here. And it's because someone here isn't done healing yet. They're still healing. Someone's not healed from a situation yet. Yeah, someone said they could have moved on. You know, I moved on from this. I'm all good now. I can handle myself. You know, I can handle it, you know, with people around me. Someone here had positive movement forward. There was a cycle that ended here, and someone could have came into union thinking, you know what? I can handle it. I'm healed from this. I can come into celebration. I can go and get a glass of water or a soda. I'm good with this. Somebody here was trying to temper their emotions here, you know, because they're very committed to their family, you know. But I feel like someone here knows this energy pretty well. And they know that as soon as someone makes an offer, it's going to be all over with. You know what I mean? Someone's going to be back to square one here, is what I'm getting. Clarify the High Priestess is the root of this. The High Priestess. Yeah, challenges here. Someone here's feeling stuck. Yeah, this could be you taking on this High Priestess energy. You could be very intuitive, Capricorn, you know. But I feel like you could, you know, someone here could be holding back here because they like I said, you know, somebody here is not ready to get with people and celebrate here because they could be going through their own thing right now. You know, there could be 3 people here coming in that's made several offers possibly to you. But I feel like you're feeling challenged here because you're feeling stuck with the 7 of Wands here, clarifying this High Priestess. So you could be very intuitive. And we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Hangman coming in. So you're kind of feeling stuck here. You want to take a leap of faith. You may have been just sitting home for a while and feeling like nobody cares about you. Somebody comes in and makes that offer to you, and you know, you're facing challenges here. If I take this leap of faith, am I strong enough to stay away from it? You know what I mean? Or am I going to go back to square one again? You know, someone here is feeling heartbroken here about what to do with this situation here. You know, someone here is still healing. They're not done healing yet. And people here may not be seeing this because you may be putting on a facade. You know, I'm perfectly fine. I can be around a whole room of drunks. Ain't gonna bother me one bit. You know, but and they're not seeing that you diligently have to work at this every day to stay away from this, you know. Clarify the 9 of Pentacles. If this isn't you, this is someone you're dealing with. So, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody here that's single as a Pringle is at a crossroads about someone that lives at a distance. They don't know what to do about the situation here. Yeah, I feel like they really want to be a part of this person's life. You know, they really want to be a part of it, but they're going to have to make some sort of a judgment call here, and I feel like they're afraid it's going to upset someone. You know, with the Queen of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Wands, yeah, they're afraid it's going to make someone upset here. So they really don't know what to do. They know they shouldn't go to whatever this is because they know that they can't, they're not strong enough yet. You know, they're saying it's going to be some sort of a missed opportunity here. If someone here doesn't know what to do, they don't, they don't know if they should or if they shouldn't. They want to offer that couple of here to possibly another fire sign here, make an offer here, but I feel like someone here isn't quite ready yet. They're not quite ready to do this yet. Clarify the Ace of Swords for the near future. Yeah, this communication here, it has to do with having a new beginning here with this High Priestess. Cancer, Pisces energy has wish fulfillment here, but they're going to be feeling burdened about having a new beginning. This is what the communication's going to be about here in the near future coming in. So this could be you, or you could be dealing with a water sign here that's very intuitive. Someone here that's known as a secret keeper here. But I feel you're looking at progress with this energy, Capricorn. Your energy's coming right in behind there with the Devil, the Seven of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands. You're looking at progress with this energy here. And I feel like this High Priestess does have wish fulfillment to have a new beginning, but they're feeling burdened here. And, this could have been, you could have met this person before they decided to quit. Or you could have met this person with this addiction, you know what I mean? And you were okay with it, or vice versa here, Yeah. So clarify the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, Nine of Wands, clarifying the Nine of Wands. I can't make this shit up, right? Yeah. This energy is feeling wounded and guarded in there. They're keeping their wits about them here in case anybody decides to try to pick them apart, trying to pick them apart here. Because someone here does want to take action, Somebody here that's wanted positive movement forward here with someone to come into union here with this young fire sign here that said they could, I'll be okay, I can take action, I can do this, is actually feeling wounded and guarded here because I don't feel like they feel strong enough yet. They feel betrayed here, I feel like. This energy is trying to manifest here. This King of Pentacles coming in. They're trying to manifest you in, Capricorn, They're saying here that you could be feeling conflicted here. You could be juggling two or an idea here and trying to choose a path of your own here. You know that you need to speak your truth, or they need to speak their truth to you because you've been looking at progress with them, Or somebody here even that's given me could have said, do you drink, smoke, or whatever? And they be like, they could have kind of told the fib, no, I've never done that in a day in my life. And somebody here is not being legit, right? Clarify the Three of Swords. That's how friends and family see this, Three of Swords. Yeah, we got soulmate energy coming in. Someone here is going to be moving on to calmer waters here because there's going to be fighting here. When this communication comes in, I feel like somebody here has got more than one energy, showing that you could have made an offer here to a fire sign and a water sign here. And I feel like, there's some sort of pain, a third-party situation here. When this communication comes in, it's going to cause fighting. Because someone here was breadcrumbing too. And now there's a third-party situation here. Someone's trying to move on here from a soulmate here. So somebody here could have went towards someone else, you know what I mean? Yeah, Princess Pentacles, Three of Swords, Ace of Swords, Five of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles coming in. Third-party situation here. Somebody's been juggling too. Someone here's feeling mentally trapped. They're going to be moving on here. Got this soulmate energy, lovers here in their head, and they're going to walk away. Yeah, someone here's got coming to union here with a fire sign here. So clarify the Four of Pentacles, the Magician, and the fire and the Sun for the outcome. The Four of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Sun. Yeah, endings bring new beginnings. Someone here that's holding back. Someone was manifesting coming into union with this fire sign here. It was actually feeling mentally stuck in their head about this. Now, this could go one or two ways. I mean, you could have met somebody at a party. Somebody here could have set you two guys up, not knowing that somebody here was already in a relationship, or they knew, or whatever. Yeah, so this could go one or two ways, but there was some sort of cycle here that ended with someone trying to hold back. And they manifested coming into union with this fire sign, that which is going to create fighting here towards the end, right? This is the outcome. Yeah, someone here could have already been in a commitment, was trying to work on a commitment here, but they were going through the dark night of the soul here when they came into union. Alcohol could be in the mix. Someone came in for celebration here. Was somebody here that was already feeling mentally trapped. And one thing led to another, right? This is going to create fighting here with the Four of Wands, the Death card, and the Eight of Swords coming in. Yeah, someone here was already trying to work on a commitment here. Could have been with a Scorpio, or could have been just working on transformations here with a commitment in order to make it work. One thing led to another, right? So now we got fighting here. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. If it resonates, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you later.